Welcome to Explicit online tutorials official YouTube channel, and my name is Dr. Ige. I'm a medical student of the prestigious University of Benin, and by God's grace, I'm the founder and CEO of Nigeria's leading online tutorials, which is Explicit online tutorials. Now, this is our official YouTube channel where we'll be dropping videos every Wednesday, educative videos, effective videos, videos that will change your life, videos on topics that you've always been having issues with. So today we are going to be talking about classification of colors. Now, if you are new to this channel, please, I just want you to do yourself a favor actually, because I'm going to be, for physics especially, I'm going to be teaching the toughest topics. I love tough topics. Yeah, those topics that are always nightmares to students. So the topics are going to be trashing here. We are going to be doing literature of English language, chemistry, especially calculational aspects, and everything academic. So just stay tuned. All you have to do is just to invite your friends. Let this channel be your shop blog. Just subscribe to this channel so that anytime we drop videos, you always be alerted. You always get info. Now on this topic, I believe you have seen questions like, if a blue card is viewed through red light, what will be seen? Those kind of questions, they are always common, especially when it comes to jam work, even post TME. And most textbooks, they run away from this aspect, or those that actually used to do it. Most times it's hard to understand. So that's why we're making this video today, to explain classification of colors under physics. Okay, so let's get into it. Now, I've actually done the topic introduction to tell you what the topic is all about. You get colors. Now let's go to the types of colors. We actually have colors are actually divided into two. All right, we have colors of light, and we also have colors of pigment or paint. You get? So we have colors of light, we have colors of pigment or paint. All these colors of pigment or paint, they are those ones like from a flower, feather of a bird, those stuffs, paint. And please take in that colors of light, they are called pure colors. While colors of pigments, they are called what? Impure colors. You understand? Yeah, you grab. Now, for colors of light and colors of pigment rather, we have what we call primary colors, secondary colors, and complementary colors. I know you are expecting tertiary, but it's not tertiary, it's primary, secondary, and complementary colors. So we are going to go into them, and then this video is going to be brief, but trust me, we are going to solve a lot of questions. We are going to spend the major part of this video on questions so that we'll see how these stuffs work. Okay, so like I said before, colors are divided into colors of light and colors of pigment or paint. Under the colors of light, we see they are also called pure colors, while colors of pigment or paint, they are also called what? Impure colors. Now we have what we call primary color. So please take notes. We have primary colors of light and we have primary colors of what? Pigment. Now primary colors, they are colors that can be combined to form another color. I believe you understand that. That's for the first one. Why secondary color? They are colors produced from the combination. I think my ring light will be okay, so please just manage it. From the combination of primary colors. All right, then we have the third one, which is complementary colors. They are colors that combine, should I use the word proportionately, to produce white light or white paint or pigment. The reason why we're having all, please have to shoot this thing. The reason we're having all there is because we know these three stuffs, they are applicable to both colors of light and colors of pigment, right? So it's either white light or colors of light, or white paint or pigment or colors of what? Paint or pigment. Now we have defined what primary colors as. Primary colors are actually colors that are combined to form another color. We have secondary colors. Is that another color that is formed from the combination of what? Primary colors. Complementary colors are now colors that combine to either form white light or white paint or white pigment. Now, these TV characteristics, they are actually similar to both colors of light and colors of pigment. So it means colors of light have primary colors, colors of pigment also have primary colors. So the big question is, what are the primary colors of light? Okay, so for okay, I have to um wipe the board now. Let me explain it. um let's talk about primary colors first. For primary colors of light, we have ROBG, that is red, blue and green. So it means red, blue and green are what? Primary colors of what? Light. Then we have for pigment or paint, it's actually ROBY, that's red, blue and yellow. Hope you see the differences. So if they ask you what are the primary colors of light, I believe you guys know this one for primary school, right? The primary colors of light are red, blue and green, but the primary colors of pigment or paint are red, blue and yellow. The difference is that light has green and pigment has what? Yellow. Do you understand? You grab. And please don't miss this. Okay, look at the way for you not to forget. Just breathe. This is light. I'll be put L for light, put pigment for. Now you can see they are arranged in alphabetical order, right? Alphabetical order. That's colors of light here, color of pigment here. In the alphabet, we always have L before P. You grab. Then green will always come before yellow, alphabetically also. I don't know if you get this logic. So since we know that red and blue, they are constant to both of them, you know that colors of light is the one that have green as the third primary color, while colors of pigment is the one that has what? Yellow as the third primary color. So with that, you can actually avoid missing it, because when you miss it, every other thing you're going to be doing is going to be wrong, and you're going to still fake questions when you see them. All right, so that's it for primary colors of light. So for primary colors, for light we have red, blue and green. For pigment we have red, blue and yellow. Let's go to secondary colors. Secondary colors, like I believe you remember the definition of primary colors. I say primary colors are colors that can be combined to form another color, and that another color that is being formed is what? Secondary color. So what is secondary colors? Colors that are formed from combination of primary colors. Now I said what? Combination of primary colors, and we are the primary colors for light: red, blue and green. So it means when these colors combined, when either any two of these colors combined, the color that is now formed is what we call what? The secondary color. So let's combine them. For light, red plus blue, what will they give you? There's something to give to us, right? Let's just put this side as light. Let's put this side as pigments or paint. Okay, so let's do something like this, right? So for light, red plus blue will give us something. Let me bring it backwards a bit so that place can accommodate it. Red plus blue will give us something. Then red plus green will give us something. Then which one have I not paid? Blue plus green. Then here also for the primary colors, red plus blue, that's for pigment, will give us something. We are working with these primary colors. Then red plus yellow will give us something, and blue plus yellow also give us something. I believe you are following me. Now remember, I just want to break everything down. Besides from definition of primary colors are colors that can be combined to form another color, and that another color that is being formed is what? Secondary color. Now I said for primary color we have primary colors of light for light, and we have those for pigment or paint. For light we have red, blue and green for light. For pigment or paint we have red, blue and yellow. And remember, the definition of primary colors is that any of these colors can combine to form another color. So that another color that is formed is what we call secondary colors. So since we have different sets of primary colors, it means we also have different colors that we form for secondary colors for both light and pigment. You grab. So let's go to light. Light now we have, since these are, we are talking about secondary colors, so it means two we combine, right? So the color of these two we combine to give us is what we now call what? Secondary colors.
If this was a love song and I told you to be with me until we
Another hits jam from WebLoaded.com.
could you stay? Could I
All right, so now red plus blue
sorry
will give us
didn't have to
magenta,
we grew apart I'm stuck in the dark
or it's actually kind of
the stars I know I
or you can call it violet. Let me manage space. Magenta. Keep, let's write it somewhere that magenta is actually kind of a purple or violet color. Please take note. Red plus green for colors of light will give us yellow. Blue plus green will give us cyan. Cyan is also called bluish green. You get cyan, bluish green. Why should not be bluish green before? Blue and green are common sense. Then red plus blue here is the same, almost the same. Let's just call it purple or violet. Then red plus yellow gives us orange, and blue plus yellow gives us green. So these are what? Secondary what colors, and you see they're not different for both light and what? Pigment. Let's fall back again. Remember primary colors, right? Primary colors for light, RPG, red, blue, green. You get primary colors for pigment, red, blue, yellow. Secondary colors for light, red plus blue give us magenta, and magenta is also called purple or violet. Red plus green will give us yellow. So it means yellow for light is a secondary color, but yellow for pigment is a primary color. That's one thing I want you guys to just catch first. So when you say a question, the first thing you have to understand is, are they asking us for colors of light or colors of pigment? When you're able to determine or get the information, it's going to help you to blast the question. So red plus green will give us yellow for light. So yellow is, so these colors now, magenta, yellow, cyan, they are now what we call secondary colors. Do you understand? Because how were they formed? They were formed when two primary colors were combined. And these colors likewise, this purple, violet, orange, green, they are what we call what? Secondary colors. For what? Pigment or paint. Do you understand? Now, let's go to let's check. Okay, the next is how we see colors. How we see colors. That's the next thing here. How we see colors. Now, this marker is blue, and then please, okay, I'm not talking about before them. I'm not going to talk about complementary colors. I think we should do that so that we can. I believe you understand everything here. So now, let's go to the third one, which is complementary colors. I almost forgot. Complementary colors, right? I said complementary colors are colors that are combined to form white light or white paint or white pigment, whatever. Now, a complementary color is basically formed by mixing a primary color and a secondary color. But let me explain. Now, this is for light. Now, this is magenta, right? Magenta is a secondary color. Are we following? And magenta is made up of red, blue, red plus blue, right? That's magenta. So do you know that now? Okay, there's something I need to explain first before I will go on with complementary colors. Please take note that when these three primary colors combine, they will give us white light. When these three colors, primary colors of light combine, they will always give us white light. And when these three primary colors of pigments combine, they will give us white paint. I come again. You know primary colors of red light, right? Red, blue, and green. When they combine, that's red plus green plus blue or whatever order, does not spoil anything. Red plus green is equals to white light, because these are what primary colors of light. And then red plus blue plus yellow will still give us what? White paint. I believe you get this. So primary colors, when you combine the three primary colors together, they always give us white light. So let's go to how that thing now help us to understand how complementary colors now work. Now, since red plus blue plus green will give us white light, and magenta is red plus blue, don't you think that if I add green, it's still the same thing as red plus blue plus green? Yes. So look at it now. Magenta is what? Red plus blue plus green will give us what? White light. Because magenta now is that two colors are hiding under it. So this is the same thing as red plus blue from magenta plus green. So it will give us what? White light. Then if you understand. So now magenta and green are now what? Complementary colors. Because they are now colors that combine with what? They are now colors that combine to produce white light. Do you understand? So basically, complementary colors, the collection is just the formula is just secondary color plus primary color. Let's go again for light. Now remember, how do we get yellow? Yellow is red plus green, right? Yellow is red plus green. And remember, red plus blue plus green, colors of light, they will give us white light. So since we already have red plus yellow, what is now remaining that will make us to get white light? It is blue. So it means yellow. What is yellow? Red plus green. Yellow plus what? Yellow plus what? Blue. For light, oh, equals to white light. Are you confused? No. Why? Yellow is what? Red plus what? Green. Blue is blue. You get. Arrow GB or arrow BG will give us what? White light. How did we arrive there? Oh God, you cannot see the board. Okay, let's go again. Let's go again. Let me wipe somewhere. Okay. Let me wipe this part and explain again. Okay. We have talked about the first one. We are still on complementary colors, right? I talked about the first one. Now, red plus green, they are complementary, they are primary colors each, and they're not giving us yellow. And remember, red, blue plus green will always give us white color. Abby, red, blue, and green for colors of light will always give us white light. Red, blue plus green. This one is white light. You are aware. I am aware too. Now, since yellow is red plus green, you get red plus green is yellow. And remember, the three primary colors they will give us. Now, what is the last primary color that is remaining to make it this? Is blue. So it means yellow plus blue will also give us white light. So we can say yellow and blue are complementary colors. So I'll write everything in tabular form again. I just want to explain it first. Now let's go to the last one. Remember, for colors of light, arrow BG will always give us what? White. And blue and green, cyan. What is the last pair that is remaining to be arrow BG that will give us light? Where they have blue and green, it means red is missing. So it means cyan plus what? Red will give us white light. You get how? Cyan is blue plus green. And remember, ROGB, anyway you arrange it, they will give us white light. So it means cyan and red. They are what? Complementary colors of what? Light. Remember, what we just did is for light. What about pigment? Let's go for pigment. Don't worry, we'll draw everything in tabular format. We'll draw everything in tabular format. Let's go to complementary colors for pigment. Complementary colors. Complementary colors for pigments. Now remember, just as now we are not using ROBG again because we're not talking about light, we're talking about pigment. Remember that the three primary colors in either case, either for light or for pigment or paint, they will always give us white. For light, it will give us white light. For paint, it will give us white pigment or white paint. You get that? And what are the primary colors of paint or pigment? Red, blue, and yellow. So it means if you mix red, blue plus yellow paint, you will have what? White paint. If it's red, blue, and yellow pigment, you will have what? White pigment. Right? So let's get the complementary color pairs. Now, purple is already what? Purple is already red plus blue. What is the last color in the primary color that when we add to this purple here to give us white? The question is how plus blue is already here. See what is remaining. So it means purple plus yellow will give us what? White paint. You grab purple plus yellow will give us what? White paint. Purple plus yellow will give us what? White paint. Then what's the next one? Red plus yellow give us orange. Red plus yellow. What is the last pair that is remaining that will give us white? So it means orange, which is red plus yellow. See, plus blue. You see, it will give us white paint. So for these two cases, it shows that purple and yellow are complementary colors. Orange and blue, they are also what? Complementary colors of what? Of paint or pigment. What about the third one? Blue plus yellow here is green. You get blue plus yellow. What is remaining? Red. So it means green, which is blue plus yellow plus red. Green plus red give us white paint or white pigment. That's just how complementary colors are. So, like I promised before, let's bring it out in a tabular form. All right. Hope you are learning. Hope you are gaining value. So let's write it out. But most times, most questions they're always on colors of light. They're always um complementary colors. There are only few questions on pigments. That doesn't mean they cannot ask you, Sha. Alright, let's draw this thing again. This one should be for light, and this one should be for pigment or paint. Remember, I want to write it at the top. Primary colors of light, red, blue plus green. Primary colors of pigment, red, blue plus yellow. We get, Abby? Yeah. Primary colors of light, red, blue plus green will always give us white light, right? Red, blue plus yellow give us white paint or pigment. Are we following? So now let's bring out, see, magenta, which is what? Red plus blue. Plus, what is the last color that is remaining to complete this pair? Green, right? Magenta plus green will give us what? White light. So it means magenta plus green. Magenta and green, they are what? Complementary colors. Sure, you are getting this thing now. You get. See, ROBG, white light. What about, let's talk about this side. Magenta is still here, or let's just say purple. Because red plus blue. Purple is red plus blue. Plus, what is the last color now to make these three colors come? It's yellow, right? Plus yellow is equals to what? White paint or pigment. Share you grab, okay? Let me wipe some part of the board. Since we are talking about this magenta part, let's talk about the next complementary colors. Now, red plus green is what? Yellow. So yellow, which is red plus green, plus what will give us white light? Since we already have red and green, what is remaining? Blue. Plus blue will give us what? White light. Let's talk about this one. This one is red plus yellow now is orange. So it means orange, which is red plus yellow. Plus what's the last pair here? Red plus yellow is then plus blue. Give us what? White paint. Sure you are getting it now. It's remaining one, Abby. Okay. Hey, I'm going to clean it too much. But it's on the edge, Sha. So the third one, blue plus green is cyan. Let me put it here so you can easily do it together. Cyan is what? Blue plus green. What's the last pair here? This is blue. It means red is remaining. Plus red is equals to what? White light. And here, what is the other one here? Blue plus yellow here is what? Green. So it means green is blue plus yellow. What's the last one that's remaining? Red equals to white paint. So these are what? Complementary colors. And there's a diagram they used to draw that looks like sets kind of stuff. Let me show you something. Now, for example, now we have something like this, we have something like this, we have something like this. So this is red, this is blue, this is green. And I call here X. What should be the color at X? Now, if you look at it, X is just like, what do you call this thing set that here in mass? X is just like it's just like red, green, blue, they are intersecting. Abi is in union of a set. But you look at it, let's come to a layman's language for those of you that are not math students like me. X is kind of at the center of the tree. And remember, for colors of light, red, blue plus green will give us what? White. So it means this place is white light. This is X. If it's for paint, you will have red, blue plus yellow, right? Here will still be white paint. What if they now give us here as white paint? They say we should look for, yeah, they say here is white. We should look for what? Yeah. We can still easily get it. Do you understand? So that's it. So we have solely talked about primary colors, secondary colors, and complementary colors. Now the next thing, let's go to the next thing on the board. How we see. Please take note that we see by reflection. So if I'm seeing, now look at it. We see by reflection. So now look at this. This marker is blue, right? Is blue. Now the fact that we are seeing it as blue. Now I know you know that all the components of white lights, right? Component of white light, we have with that's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet, right? Now if you are seeing an object like this is blue, it means only blue color was reflected. So humans will see by reflection. You get? So we see colors. The colors that we see are the colors that are reflected. So it means out of the whole colors here, blue is reflected. Since we are seeing it as blue, why all others are absorbed. Did that make sense? That's it. So if I say this thing, you are holding this marker in white light, that's daylight normally. They're asking us what colors are absorbed. All the colors here, red, orange, yellow, green, indigo, violet, minus blue, they are all absorbed. So we are seeing it as blue because that's the color that is being reflected, not refracted. See, reflect. The difference between reflect and refract. This one is what we are talking about here. Is that example clear? We are just going into it gradually. I want you to understand. Now, this, what can I get now? What other color do I have here? I don't really have any color here. Okay, let's say you are seeing this part of the marker that is white. The reason why you are seeing it as white is because why? All the beef, this thing is equal to white light. So it means if you are seeing white, it means all the components of white light are reflected. So it means all of them they are reflected. That's why I see it as white. So if you are seeing a red card now as red, you are seeing it as red in white light. It's because red is the only color that is reflected. All others are absorbed. Don't know if you get the logic. So it means I wish. Okay, please hold on. Now this is a green marker. This is a green marker, right? Now the reason why I'm seeing it as green now is because what is reflected? Green color, green is reflected. All others are what? Absorbed. So when you see a particular color as what it is, it means that's the color that is reflected. All the other components of white light, they are absorbed. So it means in this place, green is reflected. This one, all this one absorb, all this one absorb. Share grab. That's it. So let's look for let's make it more complex. We are talking about white light. Let's say, remember, we'll keep this rug on the board because we'll need it very well. Now, let's say this blue marker. Now, it's under blue light. It's under blue light. And then they're asking you, why are we seeing it as? Because we're still going to be seeing it as blue, under blue light. Now, what you have to do now is to make sure you now do something like this. Blue light is blue. Right? I want to just break this in the simplest method. Blue light is blue because they say blue light. Can blue light be red before? No. Blue light is blue. You get? And then we're having a blue marker. Now, because we have blue here, it means we will see the blue marker as blue. Why? I don't know if you play when you were small. The same color. That's what I want. That's the logic I want to say. That's what I want to put in you now. Why? Because they are saying we are holding a blue marker in blue light. Blue light is blue. Blue marker. Blue is common. So it means we will see the marker as blue. That's the same thing when we say you are carrying a green marker in green light. You get? Green light is what? Green, cannot be another color. And we're having a green marker. Because green is there, it means we are going to see the marker as green in green light. Lord, I'm heading somewhere. This thing might not make sense to you now, but it will make sense. You see, now what if in a case where we're having two different colors? There are two things we should do. Now, let's go to another. Let's look at another case study. Let's say we are holding a red marker in blue light. So you see, we are progressing now. This is kind of different from the ones I'll be doing. The ones I'll be doing, we have seen red marker in red light, blue marker in blue light. Now, what if we're having red marker in blue light? Just simply come and write it. Don't worry, it might look as if you are wasting time, but just waste the time as long as you understand. Write it that blue light is blue. Red marker is red. Between blue and red, is there anything that is common? No. Since nothing is common between both of them, it will appear as black. Do you grab? So it means if there's something common between them, that's the color that is going to be reflected. That's what you will see. But if there's no color between them, it will not appear as black. So it means if you carry a blue marker, red marker, and you put it under blue light, like thick blue light, not just in your rooms that window is still bringing, like total blue light. If you carry red marker, you will not see it. It will be appearing as black. We are going somewhere. This one, there are even visible cases that they will ask you in exams. We are going to go deep. So it means when there is no common color, it appears as black. Let's look at another scenario again. What if you are carrying a red marker, or let me say red object. Let's not be using marker again. Red object, or let's say, okay, let's just say red object in red objects in green light. Red objects in green light. Red object in green light. What will the object appear as? Please take note. Green light is green. Abi? Red object is what? Red. Between green and red, is there anything that is common? No. So the red object will appear as black in green light. Please take note. Don't go and now start doing green plus red. I told you we have primary colors, we have secondary colors. And for colors of light, red plus green plus blue, they are colors of light. Because you now have green and red, you now go and say red plus green will give us, it will now appear as yellow. That's very, very wrong. And a lot of persons do it. So now we have understood this part. Let's go deeper. Let me open your eyes to more understanding. All right, so let's go deeper. Now let's relate this stuff to this knowledge of complementary colors and even secondary colors. Now remember that now the question is, most times when they ask people on colors of light, they use pigment knowledge. Then those other who have pigment knowledge, when they ask them on pigment or paint, they still use colors of light knowledge. Now let's break some stuffs down now. Now remember, for colors of light, red plus blue plus green will give us white light, because red plus blue plus green, they are the primary colors of light. Sure, you agree? Red plus blue will give us magenta. Red plus green will give us what? Yellow. Blue plus green will give us cyan. Abi, now let's use this one to do example now. What if they are bringing in, for instance, for example, let's say you are holding a yellow marker in green light. Okay, yellow marker in green light. Let's not talk about this situation. Yellow marker in green light. Now, as long as seeing light, it means just forget primary colors of pigments or paints. What you are going to forever think in your mind is primary colors of what? Light, which are red, blue, and green. And you have to understand what secondary colors are. You know that red plus green will give us yellow. Abi, red plus green will give us yellow now. And then they're asking us, they're telling us that we are having a yellow marker in a green light. Abi, let's use that knowledge. Green light is green. Abi, yellow marker is yellow. Abi, now on the norms, what you want to do now, if you don't know this stuff, is that you want to say, since there is nothing common between yellow and green, it should now appear as black. Abi, that is wrong. Appearing as black is wrong. Why? Since you're talking about color of light, you should understand that yellow is a secondary color. It means yellow, when you see yellow, it means it is what? Red plus green. Abi, shake grab yellow, because I've seen light, green light, so it's color of light we're talking about. Yellow is a secondary color. That is, how do we used to get yellow? It's when you mix red plus green. Check your notes. I believe you have been writing. Check your notes. Red plus green. Abi, red plus green will be yellow. If you now put it like this now, you now see that there is something common between green and green. Yeah. That's the green from the yellow and the green light. So it means everything here will now appear as green and not black. We know that you use black when they are not common. But before you conclude whether they are common or not, ask yourself, is one of these color rather a secondary color? You see, so in this case, when you have green and yellow, if you are looking at it literally, you see that there's nothing common between green and yellow. But don't say it's black. Yellow on its own is a secondary color. And how do you get yellow? When red plus green combine. So it means inside this yellow, what you are seeing is red plus green. And remember, green. So it will not appear as green. That's green will be reflected while the red color will be absorbed. Because since it's appearing as green, it's appearing as the color that is being reflected, because we see by what? reflection. Sure, remember, can you link it to the way we started this whole series? Sure, you understand now. So green will be what? Reflected. Red will be what? Absorbed. Why is green reflected? Because common, the same, green there, green there. Let's look at another example. I believe you are getting this gist. It's interesting, right? I believe you have been writing. Okay. So all right. Let's talk about another situation. What about we are having a purple marker and blue light? Hmm? What color will be absorbed and which one will be reflected? Remember, it's the one that is reflected that we'll see because we'll see by reflection. Now, we're having a purple marker. Let me not be using marker again. Purple object in blue light. What will happen? Abi? Now, the first thing you ask yourself is, okay, let's use our logic. Blue light is blue. Purple marker, purple object is purple. And remember that I said magenta. Magenta is equals to is same thing as violet or purple. And what is magenta? Red plus blue. If you look at these two now, don't go and tell me that there is nothing common between blue and purple. Then you now go and say it appears as black. That is what? Wrong. How do you get it? First of all, observe, ask yourself, is purple a secondary color of light? Because we are saying light. We don't have any business with pigment. Yeah, purple is a secondary color of what? Light. And purple is made up of what? Red plus blue. And you're not saying that blue is just coming here, the same. So it means a purple marker or purple object in blue light will appear as blue because blue is common. So it means blue will be reflected while this red will be what? Absorbed. Show you the get them now. Show you the grab. Abi, let's take another example. Okay, let's take another example. Now, this is the example. What if, let's use cyan. What if cyan, what would be the color of cyan book in okay, let's just do it normally first. Cyan book in green light. Abi, we use the same approach you have been using. Green light. Green light is green. Abi, cyan book is cyan. Don't go and say between green and cyan there is nothing that is similar, Baba. First of all, before you ask yourself, think like Josh Too Funny will say. Think. Cyan is blue plus green, secondary color. Green there, green there. So it means this whole setup will appear as green. So it means a cyan book in a green light will show as green. You get that's green is reflected, but what blue is what? So I believe at this point you already understand this stuff. Let's go deeper, deeper. Now, what if okay? It's the same thing for. Let's talk about colors of pigments. Do you know it's the same thing for pigments? Abi, it's the same thing for pigments. And pigments, they cannot even trick you here because you already know it's just the same knowledge. Let's just take one shot. For example, this letter P is actually in purple color. And then, yes, I love this one. It's now observed in a blue glass. It's now observed in a blue glass. And let's say the P is like this. The P is purple color. Then this is the background. Background. Let me write it here. Background is red color normally. Abi. So let's we are cooking the question. We have questions like this. So they say this letter P is written in purple color, while the background, the other part, is red color. Now, if you use blue glass to view it, what will be the colors that you will see? What will be the color of P and what will be the color of the background? Let me come again with the question. Letter P is in a place like this. The P itself is written in purple color. While the background inside is in red. If you use blue glass to view it, what will you see? Now the first question she asked herself is this question under colors of light or colors of pigment? It's other colors of light because we're talking about observe, see. We see through reflection and it's light. That's why you cannot see in darkness, like chronic darkness. We see with the aid of light. So with that seeing observed, you already know it's the color of what? Of light. Now let's see something. Now they say the P's color is purple itself. And this purple is the same as magenta, which is red plus blue. You see, we're not seeing it in a blue glass. So what is common in this purple P now? What is common between the blue glass and the purple blue? So it means P will appear as blue in a blue glass. Abi? Now they say the background is red normally. Abi? Background they red and the glass now blue. Red is not a secondary color. There's nothing inside red is red. So it means in the background, if you're using blue glass, you look at a red background. Between blue and red, there's nothing that is common. So it means the background, since nothing is common, the background will appear as black. My mind is telling me that somebody will say, I don't understand. That's how we explain again. All right. Now, you see, this is letter P. Show you the CDP. Abi? Letter P now is inside, let's say it's inside something. Eh? This background, this P is in purple color. This background is red color. Then you are now, like for example, this is a blue glass. You are now using a blue glass to look through. Sure, you are seeing, no? The question is, what color would P now appear as since you are looking through blue glass? And let's say, for example, this is blue glass. What color will you now be seeing the background as also? As I was talking about seeing, sight, observing, you see colors of light. So one first you have to ask yourself is that P up is purple. Purple is not the primary color. What makes purple up? We have red plus blue. Abi magenta and violet, red plus blue. And this is also blue glass. So you can see that between red and blue, which is purple, and the blue glass, blue is common. So it means if you look at this P from the blue glass, the P will appear as blue. You get, what about the background? The background is originally red, and we are looking through blue glass. There is no similarity between blue and red. You get, they are two different colors, and so when you don't have the reason why the P will appear as blue is because inside purple we have blue, and this is blue glass, so blue, the same. That's why you have the P appearing as blue. But if you look at the blue glass and the red inside, there's nothing common. If there's nothing common, the background will now appear as black. So they can ask you questions like that. Do you get? After this last example, you are going to dive into past questions straight up and see how this shit works in real life. All right, let me forge another question. For instance, you're having a yellow object in white light. What color will you see the object as? Remember, white light is red. Abi, yellow is red plus green for light. So it means we are going to look for what is similar here. Red plus green. Abi, so it means red plus green will be what? Reflected. The rest go there as well. And red plus green is still yellow. So a yellow object in white light will still appear as what? Yellow. So I think we have done justice to this topic. So what we are going to do now is I'm going to go straight into past questions to see questions that I've asked and questions that you're likely going to see when it comes to this part. All right. All right, so we're going to take past questions now on this topic that is classification of colors. We have talked about different examples, I've explained it. So, what I'm going to be doing basically is that I have the questions on my phone. Time will not permit me to write all of them. I'll only be writing the ones that kind of are technical, and then you need to see it through writing. Maybe something I know maybe you will not understand when I actually use my mouth. Those are the questions that I'm going to be writing on the board. Okay. So what you have to do is just to listen attentively, like just listen and make sure you're writing the questions that I'm saying. Okay. If you cannot hear me well at some points, you just have to pause the video, take it back, listen carefully. I even recommend that you use like any hearing enhancing device like your earpiece, AirPod, and everything. Okay, so let's go straight to business. All right. The first question that comes that I can see here is that a red flower appears red in sunlight because it's dash. A red flower, I think I've explained stuff like this. A red flower appear red in sunlight because it dash. A red flower, okay, appear red in sunlight because it A transmits red light, B refracts red light, C absorbs red light, D reflects red light. Why is it that a red flower appears red in sunlight? The answer is obviously what? D. Now I said we see colors. Colors that we see them by reflection. The reason why, and you know sunlight also has all those brief color, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, right? Now this is a blue marker. The reason why I can actually see this blue marker as blue is that from all those colors, raw, brief, ROYGBIV, all the rest are absorbed. It's only blue that is reflected. So the colors we see, they are due to what? Reflection, not transmission, not refraction. So the correct answer to that question is option D, which is a red flower appears red because it reflects sunlight. All right, so let's go to the next one. 24. Sorry, that's the number here. The question says, in sunlight, a blue flower looks blue because you see the flower by the light it dash. I go again. In sunlight, a blue flower looks blue because we see the flower by the light it dash. A receives from our eye. Receives from our eye. B disperses. C absorbs. D refracts. E reflects. Why is it that a blue flower will look blue? And do you know what? Coincidentally, I just use a blue marker to explain. You see, we see this blue color because from all these now from all this blue color, all the other components are absorbed. Only this one is reflected. See, all these other one they are what? Absorbed. So you don't see absorbed colors. The colors we see, they are actually what? Reflected. So if they ask, the reason why I've seen that it's yellow now is because yellow color is what? It's reflected. You get that means the others they are all what? Absorbed. So that's how it works. All right, let me check. Next question. Next question. Okay, let's go. See, when a yellow card is observed through a blue glass, when a yellow card is observed through a blue glass, the color we apply dash. When a yellow card is observed through a blue glass, the color will appear dash. Let's analyze. Yellow card. Okay, let's say blue what? Glass. That's okay. Yellow card through a blue glass. So it's just like saying this is a yellow card, or this marker is the yellow card, and my phone here is the blue glass. So if you say if you check this is the yellow card, if you check it like this through this blue glass, what color are you going to see? That's just what the question is trying to talk about. Now remember that what makes up yellow is what? Remember for colors of light we have um red, green, blue. Red plus green is what makes up yellow. Yeah, and this is blue glass. There is nothing common in between red, green, and blue. So remember when I said this, if there's no common color, the stuff appears as black. That's what's just going to happen here. Since there's no color that is common, it appears here as black, and that's just how it is. So that's the correct answer. I forgot to actually read the options, but whether we read the options or not, that will not affect if the answer is going to be black or not. So let me go for the options. The option is A black, B green, C red, D white. So black is very, very correct. Okay, the next one is, what is the apparent color of a red shirt? What is the apparent color of a red shirt when viewed in pure green light? Just very, very similar, also the same principle. What is the color of a red shirt when viewed in what pure green light? The thing is that green light. The thing is that a red shirt is red, a green light is green. Is there anything common? No. So if there is nothing common, what is the color that is going to appear? It means it will appear as what? As black. But if let's revise the case. Let's see if let's say this was a yellow. Okay, let's say this was a red shirt, right? And then it was viewed through yellow light. What will happen? This is red, and yellow light is made up of red plus green, right? See, red is common. So this red is common. It will now reflect like the red color will be what we will see. You see, that one is a different scenario because there's something that is common, right? Unlike in cases when there is something that is common. If nothing is common, you just have what's black. If something is common, is that color that will be reflected. Okay, that is it. Okay, I love this one. You see, a white screen is illuminated simultaneously. Meanwhile, please, okay, a white light is illuminated simultaneously by red and green light beams. A white light is, so a white screen rather, is illuminated simultaneously by red and green white. Okay, by red and green light beams. The color seen is what? A yellow, B blue, C white, D black. I don't think we actually need to answer this question. It's very easy. Red plus green is what? Yellow. Okay. Alright. I love this other one. When a red rose, when a red rose flower rather is observed in blue light. I've talked about yellow and blue many times today. Red rose flower, I believe we are getting this thing, is observed in blue light. Now, in case you don't understand still, let me just give you the whole logic around it. Number one, if you have brought out the two sources I'm talking about, just like red rose flower and blue light, if there's a common color in between them, that's the color that will be reflected. If there's no common color, that means everything will appear as black. You get, that's just how it is. And yeah, you don't say, like look at this case now, we say yellow card is red plus green blue. You now say red plus green plus blue equals to white light. No, you don't do that. You don't do that. Alright, so here's the question. Say red rose flower is observed in blue light. What okay, let me go again. A red rose flower um is observed in blue light. What color does the observer see? Remember, the observer, you see, this one is talking about colors of light because we see through light. That's why we cannot see in a dark room. We get, so what color will the observer see? A magenta. You can write the options. A magenta, B yellow, C red, D blue. All right, let's go. And then please, I just remember something I've not been explaining. All right, this is red rose flower. Red rose flower is actually red, right? Blue light is blue. There is nothing common between red and blue. When I mean there is nothing common, they are very different colors. Red is red, blue is blue. Unlike yellow now, if you have yellow here now, yellow is a secondary color of light. Yellow can be red plus green. So in this kind of case now, you now see that because we now broke down what yellow is, we now have red there. So it means we now see red. But this one, when it's a primary color, blue is a primary color, there's nothing inside. Red is red, blue is blue. Since there's nothing that is common, it will appear, you see, it will appear as black. You get, it will appear as black. And what option is that? There's no option like that, and so we'll now go with what? None of the above. Now they ask you to appear as black, what color would be what color has been absorbed? Because remember, the one that is not reflected is already the one that is absorbed. So if they ask what color is absorbed, is it red rose or blue light? The thing is that the color that is now red rose is the color of the flower, that's the object in this case study. Now that's not the color that will be absorbed. What will be absorbed is the blue light. You get, because we are just like saying this is the blue light, this is the red rose flower. If you are viewing through it, it means now we are seeing it as black. That means the original blue light, the one that is the light, has been absorbed. Let's move on. Okay, I love this very question. I think I should write it. I think I should write it on the board so that you actually see it well. Just as if I knew that the next question is going to talk about absorbed. Oh, I've given you guys a clue already. Okay, all right. When light is incident on an object which is magenta in color, which of the following colors will be absorbed? A, red and blue. B, green only. C, red and green. D, red only. Oh, my marker is already faint. Alright, so I love this question. When light is incident on an object which is magenta in color, the following colors will be absorbed. Remember, magenta is actually what? Red plus blue. So does that mean A is correct? Wrong. Now, since it is white light, if white light is incident on this magenta object, magenta will be reflected. I don't know if you get the difference, because that's what we're going to see, and that is what is common. Okay, look at this. I said white light, right? White light has red. Remember, I said the colors that are reflected are the ones that are common. See, red is here, Abby. The blue is here. If red and blue they are also reflected together, it will still give us the magenta color. So, but from the main component of light, I don't know why I like using this. I'm supposed to be using red, green, and blue, or because you know this thing will give us white light. So if they talk about white light, our mind should be coming here, please. I'm very used to this shot. You get, but this is just the right approach. Now, this is it, white light. You get, so from the white light, red and green, red and blue here will be what? Reflected. That's because I'm going to see the object as magenta also. But what is now absorbed from these three colors? Green. That is the one that is not seen. That's the one that is absorbed. So the correct answer is actually option B, not any other thing. Okay. I love this next one. It says a red pen is placed. Okay, I have to write this one also. I actually do love the question too, and it's something that is going to make you to think. All right. Okay, let's see if our blue marker is going to work. Um. Okay. A red pen. Wow. A red pen is placed on a yellow table. On a yellow table. Okay, on a yellow table mat. In green light, the in green light, here's the question. The pen and the mat, we appear Let me see if you can see this. Man, marker. Marker is faint. Okay. We appear respectively. I don't know how they control this question, Sha. Well, it's supposed to be we appear dash and dash respectively. Okay, this first option is red and yellow. The option B is black and green. Option C is black and white. Is this even possible? Anybody picks this option, we have to examine that person. Option D, blue and green. Right, that's it. Alright, that's the question. I'm sorry you could not actually see the first part, but I'm going to read it out so you can write. A red pen is placed on a yellow table mat. In green light, the pen and the dash will appear respectively. We appear dash respectively is supposed to be the right approach. Here's the question again. Okay. Okay, just we appear dash and then you have to write it. That's not going to make us to fill the question in that way. So now, what they actually tell us that now, this is a pen. Let's say this is a table, right? Pen, table, right? That's the pen, that's the table. And let's say now, if I want my flashlight like this, are you seeing what I'm doing? Let's say this flashlight is actually green color. So now they are illuminating with green light. Now from this green light, you now view this pen and this table. What are you going to be seeing? What color will appear? That's just the question basically. So it's actually very important, sorry, that we have understanding of the questions before we actually think of attempting them. Now remember, let's say the pen is what? Is red, and then the table is yellow. If you illuminate with green lights, you are going to see the pen and the yellow probably in different colors. So what we're going to do is that we're going to match green light with red pen. Now let's see what this red pen is going to appear as, and then do it separately for this. So this is red, then let's say green light. Actually, is there anything common between green and red? No, nothing is common. So it means the pen will appear as black. Then what about the table? And they say green light. This is yellow, and it says green light. And please take note that yellow is red plus green, and this thing is green light. So you see something is common. So it means it should be seen as what? Grid. So it means if you have a red pen and a yellow table and you illuminate it with what? Something like this. Say, assume this white light and this white flash is green flash, and you illuminate it with green flash, you see that the pen will become black, it will appear as black, and then the yellow table will appear as green. So it's black and green. That makes option B very, very correct. Alright, let's see this another one. Okay. Okay, let's take other questions. About questions has to do with what we call color filters. All right. Now let me give an example before we take last one. For example, now for example, let's say this is white light, and it's passed through a yellow filter, right? And this is now a red filter. Now, if the light passes through these two filters, what color will the observer see at the other end? There are some questions that are like this, and it's very, very easy. Okay, it's very easy. You just have to understand it very well. Now this is white light. Remember that white light has basically, let's just say, with color, right? Right. So if it passes through this yellow filter, the color that's going to pass through is the common color between between this yellow and the white light. That's yellow is in red, with yellow is here. So it means at this end, yellow will pass through this filter. Only yellow. The rest will be absorbed by the filter. Do you get? So color filters allow, let me just put this in a layman's language. Color filters allow the same color to pass through them. and absorb the others and are not the same color. Sure, you understand that way. Now look at this is a yellow filter. This white light which consists of this red wave color, right? Now it will allow only yellow because this is yellow itself. It will allow only yellow to pass through it. So it's going to absorb everything red, orange, and the rest. So yellow will pass through. The same thing, this red filter will also allow only red to pass through it. And remember that yellow is red plus green. You get. So since red is here, red is here, it will allow red to pass through it. You grab. It will absorb the green. So it means the observer at this end, we see white line that has passed through yellow and red filter as red color at the extreme. That's just the logic behind it. It can be, let me use another let me use another case. Let's say this is not even yellow white light. Let's say this is um green light, right? So this is green light, and this is a white color filter, and this is also a red color filter. What color will observer see at the end? They can ask you like this, right? Now what you have to do is that remember that green is just plain green. Now and white is made up of red wave, right? This white filter. Now what is common between this and this is green. So it means green will pass, right? Since green is here, common. Green will pass this color filter. All the other colors will be absorbed. Then when it comes to this red filter, it's the only color that will pass is the color that is common. And if you look between green and red, there's no common color. Since there's no common color, what will now be seen at this end is black. So green light that passes through white color filter and red filter will be seen as black by an observer. Sure, you get that's just how the questions work. If you read one more scenario before we take classwork. One more scenario. Let's say this is actually um should I say um okay, let me say white light, and this filter is cyan, right? And this filter is blue. What color will be seen by the observer at this end? Let's analyze. Very easy. White light is comprises of what? Well, with colors, right? Cyan is blue plus green, right? So blue plus green we pass through. So what we have is blue plus green here that will pass through because they are the same kind of. Now this blue filter is blue, so you see blue. So it means at this edge, the person the last color that the observer will be seeing will be blue color. That's just how questions like this work. Let's take real questions. I'm sorry, my marker is just very faint. That's why I'm trying to reduce how I write on the board. Okay, let's go for a question now. Okay, we have two actually. The first one says, okay, I just have to draw everything. This is a white object, and we now have three color filters. E, see this one, they have three. It's the same logic, EFG, and there's an observer at this point. And E is what? Yellow. While this one is red. Why this one is cyan? They're asking you also what color this observer will be seeing at this end. It's easy. This is white, right? Now, white light or white object has with colors, right? This is yellow. Yellow is common between here and here, so yellow will pass this first one. And yellow is red plus green, right? Yellow will pass. And we are seeing red here, so it means red will pass because red is common. Cyan is blue plus green. There is nothing common between red, blue, and green. So here we now see it as black. So that's just the plain answer. Here grab. That's just the answer plainly. There's no bend it to it. That's just how it works. You grab. So the answer is black. See the next one. This has to do with just two filters actually. Two color filters. Let's say in the diagram above, this is actually a white object, right? White object. We have color filter G. Now I have color filter Y. We now have an observer looking here. And this G is actually green. This is yellow. What will now be seen? Now remember, white object is made up of a good color. What is common between this and this is green. That means green will pass. What is common between green and yellow? Yellow is what? Red plus green. Shade grab. So since green and green here, this yellow and green will pass. So the color at the end of the filter that will be seen is actually green, and that's the correct answer here without even measuring the what's it called options. So that is it. Let's take this question. Let's take more questions. I love this other one. This question actually says, okay, I have to write it on the board. Says, if the Nigerian flag, that is, which is green, white, green, as we all know, is viewed is viewed in pure yellow light, which of the following sets of colors would be observed on the flag, right? A, green, yellow, green. B, red, yellow, red. C, black, yellow, black. And option D, green, white, green. Okay. I love this question very well. Say the Nigerian flag is viewed in pure yellow light. Now remember the Nigerian flag. Let's say this is the Nigerian flag. Hmm? We have green here, we have white, we have green. Now what they are trying to say is not that yellow light is not coming like this, so like don't have, you know. What they are saying that if this is yellow light on it, you get pure yellow light on it like this. What are the colors that are going to be seeing this thing from our own end? That's what it's trying to ask us. Now remember, since we are adding yellow light here, remember that yellow is what? Red plus green. So what is green? What is common between the green is green. So that means if you like illuminate it with yellow light, you will see it as green. This part. And remember, white is made up of red with color. If you view it with yellow light, which is red plus green, you will see what red plus green here again, which is equals to yellow. So it means here will be yellow, and here of course will also be green because it's the same analogy. Sure, great. So what I'm trying to say is that if you point yellow light on the green, what are we going to be seeing? We're going to be seeing green because green is green, yellow is red plus green. What is common on green? White. If you point yellow on the white has all the colors. In fact, look at yellow here. Yellow will show you get the same thing here. So it means we will see it as green, yellow, and green. Any textbook that any past question, anywhere you see this thing, just go and tear the page away. It's not correct because that's the answers that most of them have. And I wonder how they actually thought about it because it's trash. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Okay, next question. The secondary colors of lights are dash. Secondary colors of light are dash. I don't have to write the options, please just listen. Secondary colors of light are dash. A, red, green, and blue. Is that possible? That's primary colors, all of them. B. Now the thing is, we should just looking at the option. If we just see anyone that has red, green, or blue, just that is wrong. Because these are primary colors, they're not secondary colors, right? So number one is option A is already wrong. B says green, white, and red. Red has spread everything, green has spread everything. C says yellow, blue, and magenta. Blue is not supposed to be there. D now says cyan, magenta, and yellow, which is very correct. Cyan is blue plus green, magenta is red plus blue, and yellow is red plus green. You get. Now look at this other one. Which of the following is a secondary color? Which of the following is a secondary color? A blue, B orange, C red, D green. Which of the following is a secondary color? A blue, B orange, C red, D green. What is the answer? Is it red? Red is a primary color. Blue is a primary color. Green is a primary color of light. Orange is what? It's a secondary color in paint and pigment. So my assignment to you now is orange is made up of what? Because I've taught it before when I was thinking about pigment. Yeah. Let's take another question. So which of the following we give white light on missing? I love this one. Say which of the following, I've already used my mouth to answer to ask this question, so I will write already the options. Which of the following will give white light? I'm missing. A, red and yellow. B, red and magenta. C, magenta and green. D, yellow and green. See, which of the following will give white light? So you have to be very, very careful. Before we answer the question, we have to remember that if you mix the three primary colors for light, this is for light now, this is colors of light. So we're not talking about pigment. No, for pigment, it's red, blue, and yellow. For light, if you mix these three colors, it's going to give you white light. Right? And remember that any of these two can form secondary color. Red plus blue can form violet or magenta. Blue plus green can form cyan. Red plus green can form yellow. So you have to understand the options to know which one will actually lead us to red, blue plus green, even though we break the secondary colors into the fractions. Now red plus yellow, red plus yellow. Yellow. Now red is red. Yellow is red plus green. So this one cannot give us white light. Let's see red and magenta. Magenta, red is red. Magenta is red plus blue. This cannot give us white light. Magenta and green. Magenta is red plus blue plus green. This will definitely give us white light. What about yellow and green? Yellow is red plus green. Green is green. It cannot give us white light. So since it's only this guy, magenta and green, that can give us what? White light. So it's proper understanding that we're able to answer questions like this correctly without making any mistakes. All right, so let's move on to the next. See, which one now? Okay, I love this one. It said a piece of paper, okay, a sheet of paper rather, a sheet of paper viewed through red glass appears red because a piece of paper hmm, viewed through red glass appears red because A, the glass reflects red color. B, the paper reflects red color. I think I should draw it so that you not get confused. On which one I will reflect the red color. Okay. A sheet of paper, sheet of sheet of white paper. This is white paper, right? Is viewed through red glass. Let's say this my phone is the glass. You are viewing through red glass. It says the the paper appears red because what? Why? Remember, this white paper has the color. And my red glass has red color. What is common? Red is because red color is what? Is reflected. She gets A. The glass. Is it the glass that absorbs? No. Now this my red glass is absorbing all the other colors, but it's reflecting red. So you get A. The glass reflects red color. B. The paper reflects red color. It's not the paper that's reflecting anything. C says the glass transmits rubbish. The answer is the glass reflects red color. You get. Okay. I think that's all that we have. Okay, they say when a red rose flower is observed in blue light, red rose flower is observed in blue light, what does it appear? It's like what do the observer see? What do you see? Red rose flower is observed in blue light. What does the observer see? Red rose flower, red, blue light. What do you see? Red is red, blue is blue. There's not common between red and blue. You get? So we are going to see black, definitely. You get? That's just it. Okay. Um, is there another question? Let me see. Okay, I just saw some of the questions here. Some questions. Let's just take one or two, and then we call it a day here. Which one should I take now? Wow. Can I really write this question on the board? It's very long. Oh. Okay. Can I write this on the board? Let me just write. A poster has a red letter P on a white background. Please pardon my handwriting. They say that's how doctors will be writing rubbish, so I'm practicing my rubbish first. when it is viewed through a blue transparent screen, an observer will see dash a magenta p on a blue background. Option B says magenta p on a blue black background. Option C says black p on a greenish white background. Option D says black p on a greenish, which one is greenish white? Okay, is it white or not? They'll just be using English to confuse everybody. Option E, the last option, I'm tired of writing. Violet P on a blue background. Okay, I've written now. Let's understand the question. Now, a poster has a P, red letter P. So it means, example, this is P. P is even red letter here. You get? And this P is red letter, right? The background is white background, right? And then is viewed through, let's say this my phone is the blue screen. So it means we are going to see this thing separately from this. So if this is a blue screen, and this is a red stuff, it means we now have blue screen here, right? There's nothing common between red and blue, so we'll see this thing as black. You get? Then since this thing is blue, this thing is blue, right? And this background is white. This background is white, right? Blue here is white is rugby here. See the film. White is rugby there, right? Blue is blue glass. We will see the blue component. So blue will be here. So we'll see a black letter P on a blue background. I don't think they have any of the options here. All this greenish, let me check the options. Sorry. Black P on, please take, I mistakenly wrote this thing two times. Are you seeing it? Option C is black P on a blue background. That's this on a blue background. Pardon, sorry. I was thinking I wanted to say none of the options, but I had to check again. So that's just this. Very, very simple. The question might seem long, but the workings is simple actually. Should we take anyone that looks like that also? Think any question like that you see now, it's just for you to really take your time to analyze. I love this one. It's just the druid diagram, just like set. And we're having this. This is red, this is green, and this is blue. They say this part label H is what? It's purely white because when you add red, blue plus green, because this place is just like, what do you call this thing? Said it's not intersection. I forgot what they call here. But this place, since you see now it's common to the three parts, so it means both of them they are adding to give us what? White light. So that's just it, guys. So go and practice more questions. With this, I believe you're able to really answer any question correctly from classification of colors. You saw how the class was, the video was really explicit. Yeah, that's how we roll. We actually have a tutorials for step tutorials for aspirants that you can actually join to actually learn from us online. By God's grace, Explicit Online Tutorials is one of the best tutorials in Nigeria, online tutorials. In jam session this year, we produced 44 students that scored 300 plus. Yeah, you heard me right. 44 students scored 300 plus. The highest was 354. So, because God has been helping us, we are producing mad results. We're actually on proximity tutorials now, and by December, we're going to start jam tutorials. So, if you have anybody, you know anybody that's writing any of these exams, refer them to us, and you'll be the one that will actually be happy later when it comes to thank you. Thank you very much for taking out your time to watch this video. make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel, because you see how this video was. It was very, very detailed, explanatory. More of these kind of videos are going to be coming. More are going to be coming on English language, physics, and calculation aspect of chemistry. You understand? So just subscribe, and also don't watch this video alone. Do you know that this topic now, there are a lot of persons like you out there that don't understand anything here. Their textbook have confused them. Their teachers have confused them. So if they watch this video, it's going to really, really relieve them. So what I want to do for us is that share this video, post on your status, your own groups, post it there. Be free to share something that has helped you also, so I can also help others. Thank you very much. God bless you. I love you.